Oh, now we're George. Okay. Well, he goes up to her old shenanigans. Let's see what George is up to. That doesn't really... Not sure what that crate is for, but we can get up here.
Silence. That was either a sign, or there was just no one behind the door. There was nothing special about this door.
Nothing?
Locked. Maybe from the other side?
Well, let's see here. Let's see what we can do with this. Again with the crates, though. This game is all about crates, that's for sure. George, calm down. Alright, buddy, it's gonna be okay. Maybe we can, There we go.
The door looked sturdy.
We hear something?
There was nothing behind the door, or my ear problem was back.
Okay. Of course.
Locked. Maybe from the other side?
You know, because every door is locked. It's the way this game rolls.
It was a beautifully carved gargoyle. It stared at me with its beady little eyes. There's only so much you can do with a gargoyle, so I decided to leave it alone.
Looks like we can't go around to this. I don't think that's really gonna do anything. Okay, that's fine. What about the other way? Same thing?
The gargoyle was damaged by years of rain and wind. It looked as if it would fall off with just a gentle push.
Oh.
I'm all for conservation, but needs must if the devil drives.
There you go. Because, you know, it was just the wind and such. It was just the wind. Easy does it. Easy does it, Georgie boy. I like the music they use here, though. It's nice. I like it. It's another one.
There's only so much you can do with a gargoyle, so
it's that same
I decided
one,
to leave
isn't
it
it?
alone.
I think we want to hop down here, don't we? Oh! Seems to be a whole lot going on here. Okay. Alright, there we go. boy. Where will this take us? See an open window.
The window was open. They obviously didn't think they needed tight security up here, but no one is safe from George the Cat Stobart.
Another crate.
It was just a door. Nothing interesting about it. Either the door was stuck, or it was just locked.
Maybe that's the other side of one of the doors we couldn't get into. Who knows? What's this?
It was an old, ornate oil lamp. It looked like it hadn't been used for years. The lamp had an old knob that I guessed was for turning it on. Oh, yuck! At least the knob worked. As soon as I turned the knob, the oil stopped dripping.
Oil. I suppose we may need that for something. But what, I don't know. I see something back here. No, that is not what I wanted to do, thank you. Actually, I think we want to... I keep pushing the wrong button. I think we want to push that over here. And then pull this over. Get this out of the way. Get to this dealio.
The window led to another area of the castle. I could see a walkway on the other side.
Oh. Oh boy. Camera angles keep on messing me up.
Nope, not that way.
Okay, just run to the wall, George. Ooh, what is this?
There was an old iron grate set into the floor. Below it was a pit with a window that led into the castle. There was a chance that I could have got through there if I lifted the grate.
Let's go for it.
The grate only opened a little way. The hinges were badly rusted. There had to be a way to free those hinges. It was an old drain pipe, rusted and bent. An offshoot pipe had been blocked by an old tin cup. The old drain pipe ran up the wall, but looked like it was broken. Just as well, the pipe was wet and slimy.
Okay, I know where this is going.
The tin cup smelled of moldy leaves.
Yeah. Let's head back to that lamp. Assuming we could head back there. I think we can, can't we? 'Cause we kind of need to get that oil. There's this window. Okay.
There was nothing I could do with the cup.
Oh, you gotta turn it on first. Come on, George. Think before you act.
The oil started to drip again. I collected a small amount of oil in the old cup.
Don't want to waste the oil.
As soon as I turned the knob, the oil stopped dripping.
Come filled with oil.
I'd collected some of the lamp oil in the old tin cup.
So how do you make sure it stays in when you put it in your pocket? You know? It's my question. I'm just wondering. You know, I'm not trying to cause a problem here. I'm just, you know. I question everything, so it's just how I roll. Okay. So let's head back. We can put some of this oil on that grating and open her up. Do. Wah, wah, wah. There we go.
I hoped the oil would free the hinges. I could almost hear the hinges sighing with relief. Here goes.
Got it. Sweet.
A book title sprang to mind. 1,001 Uses for Lamp Oil.
Madame Petra, we didn't hear you arrive.
Obviously.
And did you have a pleasant journey?
No. Now get back to your jobs. Both of you.
Our apologies, ma'am.
Security is too lax around here.
Yes, ma'am. Your belongings have been taken up to your apartment.
Good.
Miserable bitch.
So epic. How's it going?
Just some delivery notes. Some were for food, others for washing powder. I would have hated to do the laundry for this lot. The guard was sitting at the desk reading. It looked like a children's book.
Uh-huh. She gotta read what she got.
Any news?
It's been pretty quiet.
What about an attack from inside?
Everything is battened down tight.
Good. Now, would you care to explain why you are reading on duty?
Just trying to improve myself, ma'am.
Do it again, and the next book you buy will be in Braille.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Improve yourself by reading a children's book? Interesting.
Where was the prisoner taken?
To Senor Suzara's office in the lower levels.
Is he on his own?
2 guards went with him, ma'am. He cannot escape.
For your sake, he'd better not.
About you.
The guard was scared of me. Well, of Petra, at least. I just had to keep him from learning the truth.
Pretty much.
Everything all right?
Bit nervous, ma'am. It's my first day on the job.
Just make sure no one gets in, and it won't be your last. Going blonde had brought out the mean streak in me. I rather enjoyed it.
Pencil.
You see this pencil?
Yes, ma'am.
There are 15 ways I can kill a man using this.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Was that necessary? Oh boy.
The door looked pretty secure. It wouldn't have looked out of place in Fort Knox. The security door had no handle or visible way of opening it, but there was a card reader on the wall.
Oh.
The card reader was probably linked to the nearby security door. I needed a working keycard to open the door.
Yeah, we gotta find that. Don't really need to go over there again. What else is over here?
The main doors to and from the building were large and heavy. I felt like the heroine of an old horror movie. Somewhere behind those doors, a tall, sad servant was surely lurking.
Sure.
The door may have been too thick, but I couldn't hear anything.
You can actually go through. How's it going?
The guard looked pretty unpleasant, and smelled even worse. Hello. I wonder if you can help me.
Are you Madame Petra?
That's right.
How can I help you, ma'am?
That's a very fierce-looking dog.
Trained to kill as soon as he's released, ma'am.
Good. Just don't release him near me. Understand?
No, ma'am. You hear that, rascal? You're not to hurt a nice lady.
Rascal? The dog looked as though he could kill at any moment.
Pretty much.
I thought about stroking the dog's head, but remembered how fond I was of my fingers.
Yeah, we should probably just... There's another one.
The guard looked well-trained. You! I need some help.
You're Madame Petra, isn't that right?
No, I'm Madonna.
Whoa!
Idiot. Of course I'm Madame Petra. What a disgusting dog.
Thank you, ma'am.
What's his name?
Raptor.
How appropriate. More appropriate than a rascal.
Raptor.
The dog was quiet. I sensed he was contemplating his next meal. Me. I normally enjoyed petting dogs, but I drew the line at wolves.
It's kind of nice having free reign around here now. Don't gotta worry about sneaking around.
The man didn't look as though he had been employed for his charm. This place is a mess.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't know you.
I am Madame Petra. Isn't it obvious?
Of course, ma'am. I should have realized.
Recognize.
This guy looked like he had more authority than the others. Who are you? Come on. I haven't got all day.
Sergeant of Security, ma'am.
I am Madame Petra. I have just arrived.
Of course, ma'am. I have a security card for you. Here you are.
Thanks.
Sweet. An unvalidated card?
It was the security card that should have been given to Petra.
Any other guards around here we can talk to? I don't think so. Ah, there's you. What are you up to?
The guard looked like he knew what he was doing with his gun. I am Madame Petra.
Yes, ma'am. Pleased to meet you, ma'am.
Why is your dog behind that fence?
We need to keep him from the other dogs.
Why? Do they fight?
No, he's got worms.
I'm not surprised, given the food here.
Poor little dog and his worms.
That wasn't a good idea. Not right now.
Alright, well. So we got this card. There's nothing over here, is there? No, I don't think so. Go to the front gate. Not that there's really a reason to do that, but yeah. Oh, I was just saying, like, what the heck? What's going on, man? There's the original guard.
I wouldn't be able to kiss anyone now without thinking cabbages. This was the guard I tricked earlier. I hoped he didn't recognize me. Hello, Boris. I wonder if you could help me.
How did you know my name?
It's my job to know everything.
You look familiar.
I'm Madame Petra.
Sorry, ma'am. I didn't realize.
Well, now you do. Anything to report?
No, ma'am. Nothing.
No suspicious characters?
There was a tourist earlier, but I think she's gone.
Think?
She's gone, ma'am. No doubt at all. Ma'am.
That's not lipstick on your collar, is it?
Alrighty then. So can we use this card to get in? See if there's anything over here. What do we got here? Ooh.
It was the security layout for some part of the building. I had no idea where. I didn't really want to go messing with things I didn't know about.
Alright, good idea.
I wasn't about to go switching off the computers. There was a large group of computers all whirring loudly.
I don't want to mess with that.
The computer was processing something, but what? I was risking my life here dressed as Petra. The last thing I wanted to do was break something and draw attention to myself.
Yeah. Whoa. There's a person.
The woman was hunched over a computer terminal. She was really into her work and doing a fine job of ignoring me. Excuse me.
Please, ma'am, do not interrupt me. I cannot afford mistakes.
I need you to answer a few questions. What exactly is it that you are doing?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I have strict instructions to report only to Senor Cesaro until we have finished our preparations for the armillery.
Yes, of course. This card required validating. Could you do that for me?
Of course, ma'am. There you are. Now please excuse me, Madame Petra. I must get on with my work. Senor Susaro will be very upset if I don't finish this.
I like how she just tossed it aside. Okay. Whatever, man. Now we got our validated card.
It was the security card that should have been given to Petra.
Now we should be able to get in. We talked to this guy yet?
The guard was armed and looked dangerous. I knew he'd kill me without a second thought, but at the same time, he probably believed I was a cold-blooded killer too. What's your job here?
To make sure that no one gets through the front entrance, ma'am.
I fought the urge to tell him to drop and give me 20. How many men do we have on the grounds?
A double complement on the perimeter, ma'am. No one gets in or out without us knowing. Guaranteed.
If that was his idea of a guarantee, I wasn't shopping for watches locally. Anything to report?
There was a broken down car near the front gate.
Anything suspicious?
Just some stupid French woman who probably ran out of gas.
I was going to remember this guy. Stupid French woman, indeed.
Excusez-moi?
After what I'd been through to get the card, I was desperate to see what lurked down below.
What could it be? Going down the stairs, going down the stairs, going down the stairs, going down the stairs. What do you got in here?
It was an old prison cell. Damn! This must have been where Bruno was being held. I hoped I wasn't too late. The cell was locked and empty.
What is this?
Oh no! Someone was coming.